So good evening everyone. This is Instructor Yihua and Master Bai Yin. So good evening everyone. We meet online again. How are you doing? So for today's seminar, Master Bai Yin is wearing a purple clothes because today she is introducing the advanced level of total longevity technique. So for every student, before you can enroll for the advanced level, you must have at least to have a basic foundation. So for the next upcoming advanced classes, it will be in the year of 2026, which is next year. So especially for Gong or the total longevity technique is actually the PhD level of Bai Yin Qigong. So it's like you're joining together everything that you have learned so far in Bai Yin Qigong. Hence, that's why you need to have a firm and solid foundation before you can actually advance into the advanced level. And a lot of students actually after practicing and learning the Gong or total longevity technique, you have a new perception of your overall well-being. And during your practice, you'll also notice that after practicing the Gong, you truly understand, regardless of whether in energy or yang qi, why it's practiced in such a manner. So in Bai Yin Qigong, there is a beginner, intermediate, and advanced level. So for advanced level, we have both, which is yang qi advanced and also energy advanced or the total longevity technique. So after this, Master has actually prepared a very detailed explanation for the upcoming energy or and yang qi advanced classes. So this is a 30 minutes video which was recorded in the past regarding yang qi advanced. After that and after the video, Master will clarify further on the advanced classes for next year, the year of 2026. So in fact, initially, Master was supposed to enter into a retreat next year. So in other words, retreats means Master will not conduct any classes or any training for students and also the instructors. So a lot of students actually was surprised by this decision, and now they asked Master at least give us an advanced level to allow us to complete the whole beginner, intermediate, and advanced classes. So after that, Master Bai Yin decided to um, conduct the advanced classes next year, but the classes will be conducted by Master Yan Kwan. So without further ado, let's watch this video. So good evening everyone, I'm Master Bai Yin. So for today, I'm actually explaining about Yang Qi Advanced. So when you look at the video behind me, you can see a turtle which is swimming freely beneath the sea. So what kind of environment is this? Stress-free environment. It's like you are actually just swimming by yourself freely without any worry, without any pressure. Slow and steady, and you can become a very happy and little turtle. So this is a concept that what Master Bai Yin wants to introduce you to. So remember, in your energy beginner, Master always asks us to recite, I'm the happiest bird in the sky. But in advanced level of Yang Qi, okay, from the sky you now enter into the sea and become a turtle. So when you're in the sea, you'll become I'm a very happy little turtle. So when you look at this video of turtle swimming freely, happily, so in life our environment is filled with a lot of pressure, a lot of disturbance. and a lot of problem regarding the communication on with others. So sometimes you might even think, when do I have time for myself? So because the time which you can have only for yourself is actually quite pressure, because only when you're in such an environment, stress free, very free, when you're in your own world, that's the only time when you can actually start to de-stress. Because if you do not de-stress, you're actually compiling a lot of stress or a lot of no problems within yourself, and it will actually affect your mood. And when your mood is affected, it will actually also affect your mindset and also your decision making. So hence, the best method to release yourself of all of this stress is to enter into a world of tranquility. It's like, you're swimming by yourself, stress free, without any worries, without any stress. So for today's class, Master would like to introduce you to a very important class. Okay, so this is a very important uh, mindset. When you are willing to, if you are willing to repent, the salvation will arise. So in life, okay, when we are working, especially when we are young, okay, we tend to only know how to walk forward, move forward, or run forward, or swim forward. But when was the last time that you pause and look back to into how far you have walked or how far you have swam? Because in life, okay, swimming out is the first part of our life when you're young, when you're still strong and healthy. But you have to also make sure you have the energy to swim back to the shore. Why? Because swimming back to the shore is the second half of our life. So during the first half, we work hard every day. We want to improve our life. So hence that's why you work very hard. You walk forward, you run forward. But that's what you do in life. But once you enter into the advanced class, master will teach you how to swim back to the shore, return back to the shore, because this will actually help you. So what are you learning in advanced classes? So in advanced classes, there are two classes. One is a total longevity technique, and the other is the energy advance. So there are four parts that you have to learn. First part is to live according to the law of nature. So regardless of energy or yang qi, we must live according to the law of nature. So before the start of class, you recite the mantra of Qigong. Okay, live according to the law of nature, balancing of yin and yang with equanimity, achieve harmony in spirit and return to the state of pure and innocence, lead an enlightened, self-directed life. So this is the environment that you will enter in when you practice the total longevity technique, and this is the mantra that you will actually even recite before you even practice the techniques. So hence the first word itself is already a very important reminder. You have to live according to the law of nature. Only then will you live healthily. If you live against the law of nature, then you'll lead a life of suffering. You have a lot of problems. So hence, regardless of energy advance or yang qi advance, you must be free from blockage. Okay, it's not just your meridians. After your meridians is free from blockage, your internal and external uh, your internal and external circulation must also be good. You must be able to communicate well with nature. You have to adapt with Mother Nature. Your emotion must be stable. So everything which is external that can actually affect you, that can defeat you, will be actually ease out when you practice the advanced classes. Because when your energy is strong enough, you are able to alter your surrounding, to improve it. and form your protective barrier. Okay, form your protective barrier to protect you from the external environment. So of course, the for the advanced classes, the theory are actually advanced, actually very profound. Why? Because the advanced classes is considered as a PhD level of Bai Yin Qigong. Hence, that's why in the advanced classes, they are actually 12. Your class is actually 12 hours for the for the class. Instead of 8 hours or 10 hours, it's actually 12 hours. Hence, that's why it's actually a harder class. So the first thing that you need to take note of is to live according to the law of nature. So when you practice the total longevity technique, you will enter into a very special state where you enter into a state of innocence, whereby you return back to your baby form. Through the technique itself and through the change of your thoughts, you return back to the state of pure and innocence. So this state is also called the fetal stage. Okay, the fetal state. Whereby at this state, okay, you remove your arrogance, you remove your high head, your top hat. Okay, it's like peeling off a layer of skin and return back to your state of not pure and innocence, whereby you're like a baby, you're like a piece of white paper. Okay, without any stress or burden from your emotion, because that is your state of pure and innocence, whereby no, your life becomes what? Eat and sleep, eat and sleep. Okay, eat and sleep is actually a luxury. Do you know that right now there are actually a lot of people who cannot eat, cannot sleep because of their work, because of stress. So hence, when during your practice, you'll be able to return to such a state of pure and innocence. And at this point of time also, especially when you first learn Gui Su Gong, your mindset will change into very, innocent, whereby you believe people easily. And then you do not doubt so much. You'll be much happier, more stress-free. The reason why we doubt a lot right now, especially in the society, why? Because we get hurt a lot by others. But after practicing Gui Su Gong, once you return to the state of pure and innocence, you tend to notice that no, you believe others much easier. You do not doubt so much, and whatever people say, you feel that no, I'm okay with it. I have no problem with it. So this is actually a process whereby you're returning back to a more innocent state. And at this point of time, also you also enter into a state of hibernation, whereby you sleep more. Why you sleep more? Because right now, especially in the modern society, we owe a lot of that. We owe a lot of sleep. That why? Because we sleep very late. We sleep at midnight, or we tend to burn the midnight oil. So hence we overwork and overtire yourself. So hence during the time when you practice Gui Su Gong or the total longevity technique, your body will enter into a state of hibernation, whereby you just feel like sleeping. No, after practice you feel very sleepy and you feel like sleeping. Why? Because your body wants to restore the energy which you have which you have overused in the past. So in other words, it's restoring or repaying your sleep debt. So hence that's why after practicing Gui Su Gong, for those of you if you feel very very tired, this means that you actually owe a lot of sleep debt. And after your practice, after sleeping, you are actually able to replenish a lot of this lost energy. So besides this, a lot of students will also tend to harm your rhymes, nursery rhymes, whereby suddenly you return back to like your child singing the child song like in kindergarten. So your mind will be filled with all of these songs, these kids not children songs, children folk songs, and you rethink back about your life as a child. So this is a state of pure and innocence. And at the same time, you are actually also like taking an eraser to erase out all of those hurts, all of those emotional stress that you have endured before. So hence that's why after you relieve yourself of all of this negativity or all these negative emotions, you return back to your pure and innocent state whereby you'll always be happy and carefree. So of course, this in life challenges happens on a daily basis because no matter how after practicing Qigong, we still have to live on and continue with our life. So hence, but at least next time in the future, you have this technique to actually cleanse yourself or you to cleanse your spiritual aspect from all of this negativity. So next will be the advanced level of energy. So for the energy advance, you will have a different effect because in total longevity technique is extreme silence, extreme tranquility. You do not want to talk much. You do not want to change. You just want to rest. You just want to store. But for energy advance, you want to release. Okay, release and release. So during the time when you practice energy advance, you'll be very proactive. Whatever you see, then you have, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I'm sure I can do that. So hence both energy advance and Yangtze advance have a different purpose and also different effect of practice. So when you practice the energy advance, okay, you enter into another state whereby you'll be able to expel what we call blood poison. So next time in the future, after practicing or during your practice of energy advance, okay, you'll notice that your skin will have this poison coming out. It's like you're being hit badly by by others. So this is actually the effect of practice of energy advance, whereby these toxins from your blood and your bones are actually expelled from your body. So all of these toxins are those deep hidden toxins which is actually hidden deep within your blood cells, your bones, and in between your joints. So hence that's why during your practice of energy advance, okay, all of these toxins will be expelled out through blood poison. So for those, so when you come to when you talk about detox, okay, you think back, I detox every day. I practice detoxification dojo gong every day. I practice piku gong. I thought my body is already very clean, but those are not those toxins that you detox on a daily basis, but based on your beginner technique and also the piku gong, is not as deep as the toxins that can be expelled through your energy advanced practice. So hence during the time of not energy advanced class, a lot of students will tend to compare your blood poison, how big your blood poison is, and what type of blood poison toxins that you actually expelled out. So hence, no, in fact, it's not just on the thigh. This blood poison might appear elsewhere in your body, especially on joints area. So besides living according to the law of nature, you have to fine tune your speed. Okay, because for Yangtze advance, the movement is slow, whereas for energy advance, the movement is much faster. In fact, it's actually a balance of fast and slow. Okay, of gentle and relaxed movements. So hence, when you practice, for example, when you practice Gui Shou Gong or Yangtze Advance, okay, your movement is in fact very slow to make it slow as possible. So hence, the pacing is different, and it's not just your movement alone, but also your breathing is also adjusted according to your technique. Whereas for Energy Advance, okay, the movement is actually fast, rapid and fast movement. And when you look at your instructor practicing, it's like, wow, this movement, this technique is so beautiful, so elegant and beautiful. Because for energy a beginner, the movement is balanced. But when it comes to advanced level, there's a balance of fast and slow movement. There's also a balance of movement with strength and movements with gentleness. So in fact, it helps with the opening and closing and also the expulsion of cold heat within your body. Next is in advanced classes, you'll learn how to adjust your strength. Because certain movement you use strength, certain movement you do not use strength. So during the time of practicing the advanced classes, you will actually be able to learn how to truly practice uh, with strength and without strength. For example, later you're going to do this very simple movement whereby you're just rotating your shoulders to the back. But in fact, within this movement itself, there are actually four parts. So everyone please follow master. So usually this is how you do. 1, 2, 3, 4 and relax. 1, 2, 3, 4 and relax. But when it comes to Gong, within this technique itself, there's actually a balance of which part, certain parts you use strength, certain parts you borrow strength, and certain parts you do not use strength at all. So within one movement itself, there are actually four different parts. So it's just to see simple rotation of shoulder. And if you know how to utilize the strength to practice, then you see how profound this technique is. Because with just one rotation of shoulder, there are actually four parts. Okay, four parts of it. And after understanding this theory, next time in the future when you practice your energy and yang qi, you'll be like you'll be enlightened whereby you start to truly understand why is it that the instructors practice so well. I practice diligently, I copy the instructor or I copy master, but no matter how I practice, my movement is not fluent or it's not as beautiful as master and the instructor. So what's the secret? This is the secret because you have already understand when to use strength, when not to use strength, how to adjust your strengths during your practice. So this will actually be taught to the students in your advanced classes, especially both Yang Qi and Energy Advanced. Hence, that's why earlier master says that after practicing advanced classes, it's like you're linking all of the beats that you have learned in the past in the beginner level and also intermediate level. So you are actually connecting the dots. You're connecting all the dots in advanced level because sometimes certain techniques or certain movement that you practice in your beginner or intermediate level, you still do not understand why it's practiced in such a manner. So after practicing your advanced level, you will understand why techniques are arranged in such a manner and practiced in such a manner. And what master truly meant by when you practice Qigong, you do not use strength. In fact, you enjoy. Why? You know how to utilize strength. You know how to borrow strength to practice your Qigong without exerting too much energy. Next, of course, is to uh, attune your mind. Okay, to enter into a state of tranquility, happiness. So when you enter into the advanced level, especially in Gong, master uses one of the famous poem from Zhang Sanfeng, the Goodness Tree, to make you understand the importance of practicing Qigong, to repent before it's too late. Because in life, we have three paths in life. One is the mortal path, one is the path of the fool, and of course the path that we all wants to go is the path of the wise. So after practicing Qigong, we are actually following what? Following the path of the wise. But in order for you to follow the path of the wise, you must have the right master and also the right technique to guide you. Okay? So hence, that's why most people who do not know the path of the wise, you either follow the path of the mortal, which is like everyone do, or the path of the fool, which is equivalent to path of suffering actually. Hence, that's why for students who actually graduate from the advanced classes, the tendency for such students to actually continue and persevere and practice their Qigong is much higher compared to those who do not learn the advanced classes. Why? Because in order to practice the advanced classes, you must lay out firm foundation. So this foundation is what is your beginner level and also your intermediate level. Only once you have this foundation, you are actually only, going to build the whole building. So when are you building the building? The building is built when you learn the advanced level, advanced classes. So that's the time when you truly persevere and continue with your practice for a very, very long time. So when you enter into the high advanced classes, only then are you eligible to actually join the volunteers and assistant program. So once you join the volunteers and assistant program, it's like a new concept again. Why? Because previously you're practicing just for the sake of yourself, your health. But after you join the volunteers and assistant program, you will learn, you see a different perspective in life whereby you are not just practicing but yourself for yourself, but you're practicing also for the sake of others. Why? Because you want to help others, and you're given the opportunity to actually also to give back to the society, to help others. Hence a lot of people actually after joining the volunteers and assistant program, in fact they see a different conception in life whereby they are actually very happy, especially when they help others, and you start to cherish your life more. So if you have Because if you have not learned the advanced classes, you have not entered into the state, or you are not ready to enter into that state. So hence your body and mind must be at that level before you enter into the next state. So these are the four parts of both advanced classes. To live according to nature, okay, to fine tune your body and mind. So these are all the very important points of practicing the advanced classes. So for today's class, Master will focus more on the Yang Qi advance, okay, especially the part of if you're willing to repent, then salvation will arise. So this is also part of the things, part of poem that you actually listen to and learn in your Yang Qi advance. Because Yang Qi advance theory is actually very, very profound, and Master can actually spend days, okay, to actually explain it. And Master is telling you now that no, Hui Su Gong is your goal in Bai Yin Qigong. And after practicing Hui Su Gong, okay, the next time when you practice your beginner level and intermediate level of energy and also Yang Qi, you'll suddenly feel like no, you're enlightened. You understand the techniques better. You can, and when from there you can practice better. Okay, in the cycle of life, birth, old age, illness, and death, okay, cannot be cannot be changed, but the only thing that can be slowed down is aging. So practicing qigong, you can slow down aging and reduce your illness. The next point is during the practice of yang qi advance, again you will have the opportunity to return to the state of pure and innocence. So right now you might not truly understand what is this state of pure and innocence, but this is something really, really great, really wonderful. So for now, okay, don't think too much about it, because in class, during your official class, Master will explain this state of pure and innocence and in details. And of course, again, practicing advanced level, especially Gui Shou Gong or total longevity technique, is like you're walking up steps to the highest peak, to the peak of the mountain. So when you are at the advanced level, okay, you are can totally you know what to practice and how to practice, and you also know, okay, at this point of time or at this season, or if let's say I have what illness, I'll know what to practice. You truly understand, okay, the whole Bai Yin Qigong. So in conclusion, Master would like to share with everyone a very part of a poem from a great grandmaster Zhang Sanfeng, which is called the Rootless Tree. Rootless tree, its flowers so secluded, longing for splendor and glory, who would cease to be captivated? Floating life of ordinary persons like a boat in a sea of bitterness. Drifting about aimlessly, it can never be at liberty. With no bound and no shore, it is impossible to moor. Sailing with sharks and sea serpents, the voyage is constantly treacherous. If you are willing to repent, then salvation will arise. Do not wait for your boat to be wrecked by winds and waves. So that's end the video part of the today's seminar regarding Yang Qi Advanced. So for those of you, if you want to know more of this rootless tree, you can just Google it, the rootless tree. Then from there, you can actually read a lot of information regarding this very famous poem. This poem is actually very, very long. And what Master recited is just part of it. So for those of you, if you are interested and wants to know more about, know better about this poem, you can actually just Google it. And of course, next time in the near future, for those of you who are joining the advanced classes, Master will actually you state further in details the meaning of this poem and how to apply this the important information within this poem into our Qigong practice in order to master your self-healing power. Okay, again, if you're willing to repent, then salvation will arise. Do not lose this opportunity. So thank you everyone and see you in the near future. So both this advanced level techniques is actually wonderful because both have different effects. So after this, okay, for next year, at the year of 2026, what are the special? So when Master was creating this technique for next, was planning when Master was planning this technique for next year, Master would like to actually improve what she has been, teaching for the session for next year. So previously, Master actually recorded this video of advanced practice overseas in Australia. So after the video was shared to the students and so the instructors, Master received a lot of feedback from the students. So hence from there, Master would like to improve further, not uh, further allow the students to learn better for the class next year. So at the year of 2006, these are the additional things that Master would like to add to the class. Especially as a teacher, Master would like to improve on every year as she teach. And of course, for the students, they will actually also learn better and learn more from Master. Especially for those who are actually returning as no revision student, because every time when you return as a revision student you can actually learn something new from Master and you can understand the techniques better compared to when you just attend the official class once. So these are the feedback from the students after teaching for many years. So the main mantra of the advanced level is actually very important because it reminds you and tells you what you are learning. For example, live according to the law of nature, balancing of yin and yang with equanimity, achieve harmony in spirit and return to the state of pure and innocence. So Master wish that in the year of 2026, okay, students will understand better and also benefit more from this live according to the law of nature part and balancing of yin and yang with equanimity. So after the practice, usually after your class, okay, we will have at one point of time you will have a group practice whereby you practice the advanced classes or Kuisuko at 6 a.m. in the morning globally, okay, online group practice. So hence within this Kuisuko, you'll learn that no, you work when the sun rises and you rest when the sun sets. This is what this is a general perception of live according to the law of nature. So at the year of 2026, Master would like to lead everyone to practice in such a manner, also understand better why we have to live according to the law of nature. And from there, you know its importance and how it can help you to immediately see the changes if you practice in such a manner. So can you imagine if every morning you wake up with filled with happiness, filled with vitality, and go to work in such a manner, do you notice? Then from there you will not feel like no working is suffering or working is a hassle. In fact, you enjoy it because if you do not enjoy what you're doing, you feel very tired, you feel fatigued, you feel stressed, you feel frustrated. And of course, during that time, okay, because it's a group practice, you don't feel alone because you're practicing together with everyone at the same time. So in Yangtze Advance, okay, it's actually mentioned in the Yellow Emperor uh, canon of internal medicine that why human fall ills. Okay, the reason why human fall ills. So when you enter into the advanced classes, instructor you are saying that she understand the mantra better and she also understand the materials or the facts which is actually stated within this canon of internal medicine. So who are so this, please Aaron, please take note. These are the students who are eligible for the advanced classes. So of course, the most basic requirement is you have to at least complete all four techniques of Yang Qi and Energy, beginner and intermediate. And for those of you, if let's say for those of you, if let's say at the point of time, okay, you only, for example, right now you have only learned beginner level, you have not learned the intermediate level. So can I register for advanced? Can, but with the condition that next year when the intermediate class is when master conduct the intermediate class, you must join the intermediate class before you enter into the advanced classes. Which means that in other words, no matter how, you will still have to complete the four classes, which is Yangtze, Energy, Beginner, and Intermediate. But if let's say, for example, you've already learned Beginner but not have not learned the Intermediate, you can also register, but the requirement is that you must register for the intermediate class or you must learn and practice the intermediate level class before you attend the advanced classes. So that's the basic requirement. And additionally, okay, for beginner and intermediate level, okay, master will accept students from the highest level, okay, highest limit of age is 75 years old. So for advanced level, for those of you who are above 75, uh, then you're no longer eligible to learn advanced level because for master's concept, okay, in order to truly see the results of your practice, you need at least 5 to 10 years time. And of course, you need to have no enough stamina because no matter how advanced level is actually more taxing compared to the beginner and intermediate level. So hence that's why master no longer accept students who are above the age of 75. So this time around, Master actually has a lot of students from Europe and America. So for the classes next year, okay, Master has arranged a replay video of 30 days. In other words, after your official class, you are actually allowed to replay and review the video for 30 days. So one of the feedback from the students whereby of this new types of new way of practice is that students actually learn better and learn more because right now after um, learning from the live classes they can actually review the video and learn what they might have missed or what they still do not understand better. That's why one of the feedback from students is actually there is an improvement in their learning process. So through master's years of online teaching experience, okay, if it's just a if it's just replay video, at least half of the students will not truly finish watching this video. Hence, that's why no matter how, there are actually live classes whereby everyone will stand together live at that specific point of time. Because everyone will not feel alone and then that you have already set this time to learn this to completely learn this class. So this type of arrangement is after through no due diligence by Master Bai Yin, whereby she conducted the online classes in such a manner because of the feedbacks of students, based on what she get from the based on the feedback that she got from the students. So hence that's why right now, especially in the this year and also next year, there will be no replay classes for the students to review after the class. So there are students who actually ask master, since the since Bayan Qigong is is very good, why can't we have one universal technique whereby I just need to practice this technique and everything will be well. So remember, Qigong is not universal. Okay, there's no such thing as one miracle pill whereby you take and immediately get well from whatever illness you have because healing takes time and like what master say both energy and yang qi has different purpose and has no the qi flow is also different. And of course, additionally, if you were to practice the same technique, only one technique repeatedly for years and years, you will feel that it's boring and you easily give up. So hence that's why we have a variety of technique whereby I can practice this technique. For example, I can practice energy today, then yang qi tomorrow, or I can practice beginner level today, then intermediate tomorrow. So you can actually choose and pick one you want to practice based on what you need and also what you feel like practicing. So hence that's why you don't feel boring. And of course, learning is a step-by-step process. Hence, that's why there's a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. It's like back then when you are going to the school. There's kindergarten, then there's primary school, secondary school, and university. Why? Because learning is also a step-by-step process. We start learning from the most basic. Then, as we progress, we learn more and more in depth. And of course, especially when you reach the advanced level, that's when you get the true satisfaction of your qigong. That is because you can truly see the wonders of qigong, and it's also at that point of time that you truly learn to enjoy your practice. So practicing qigong is like learning calligraphy, because it's like you can clearly see the difference between each level of practice. Because beginner level and intermediate level, last time when you learn beginner and intermediate, can you see you already see the difference, and you again see the difference when you enter into the advanced level. Because practicing advanced or learning advanced technique is like adding additional fuel additive or turbo into the fuel to allow you to give you a boost in your overall healing. So again, guess Qigong is not universal. There's no such one technique that can rid all of your illnesses or can blanket and cover everything. Okay, hence that's why we have these two technique, which is yang qi and energy. And of course, those videos that you can watch online in YouTube, those are just introductory video to introduce you to Qigong. So of course, that is not enough to for for especially for daily needs. So again, it's like what Master said just now. When you have already learned advanced level, then you'll notice next time in the future when you practice the beginner and intermediate level, you'll notice, wow, I actually progressed a lot and you understand the technique better. Hence that's why you see improvement. And when you practice, you apply this improvement into your beginner and intermediate practice. So students will also ask, okay, already learn beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So how should I practice? So the best time to practice is normal is about 25 minutes to 45 minutes. So that is actually the best time, the best amount of time to actually practice your qigong. So for beginner and intermediate level, okay, you can actually heal illnesses from 1 to 10 years. Or for example, when you have minor injury or for knee pain, so you can practice beginner and intermediate level to heal such diseases. But it's not enough for you to heal illnesses which has been with you for a long time, 10 years and above, or within your DNA, which means hereditary disease. Okay, for those hereditary disease, okay, you need a higher level of technique, which is advanced, especially yang qi advanced. Because in fact, actually, a lot of students see what doctors call as miracles and also a major healing effect when you practice Gong or total longevity technique. Because when you practice total longevity technique, you have the ability to heal illnesses within your DNA. Because a lot of illness which actually give us a very big headache are those hereditary disease, for example high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes. All of these are hereditary techniques which is actually hidden or not asleep within our DNA. So when the time is right, when you're age, it will comes out. So hence all of this technique can all of these diseases can actually be prevented or improved or cured through the practice of advanced level, especially yang qi advanced or total longevity. So especially for those of you who have three highs, most of it is actually linked to your DNA, which is hereditary diseases. So for advanced classes, again, advanced level of energy, okay, you can actually detox. You are doing a major detox whereby in Yang Qi Advance, you are actually you prioritize storing a lot of qi. So since students will also ask, since the advanced level is so good, can I just focus and practice advanced level and neglect and no practice less of beginner and intermediate? The answer is no. No matter how, you still need to practice your beginner and intermediate, because no matter how, beginner and intermediate is your basic foundation, and it also has its purpose. For example, for your young qi intermediate, its main function is what, to realign your spine. So hence the purpose and effect is different compared to your advanced level. So hence that's why you need to practice both intermediate and advanced. You cannot just neglect your beginner or intermediate level and just focus on your advanced. For example, young chi beginner, you have your detoxification technique, chi cultivation technique. Both of these technique can be practiced at any time, okay, at anywhere. So hence you can actually combine and adapt, and now combine what you can practice, and at the same time practice your advanced level to improve your storing function of your body. So each different, or each technique has different purpose and no different effect. Hence that's why no all of these techniques, beginner, intermediate and advanced level of energy and also yang qi, are equally important. You cannot just focus on the advanced level and neglect your beginner and intermediate level. But of course, there are certain techniques that you can practice for certain, no, certain events. So the requirement for our daily needs will change according to situation. So for example, sometimes your stomach, you feel upset, sometimes you have diarrhea, or sometimes you have sinus, sometimes you have headache, sometimes you have a lack of vitality, or sometimes you're moody, or sometimes you have indigestion. So our body, okay, change on a daily basis. That's why we need different technique to actually help us. Hence, that's why it's very important for you to have a basket of technique, or a variety of technique to practice based on what you need. Because it's like what Master said, we do not have one technique that is universal and that you can practice and immediately get well for any sort of disease. So that's why every technique is important, and you can still practice based on your needs. So next, so for advanced level is more special. Why? Because the class is actually longer. So regardless of energy or yang Qi advanced, the class is 12 hours. Okay, the live class is 12 hours. No matter how master no compress or no simplify it, you still require 12 hours of live classes, because master would like you to truly immerse yourself and truly learn all of the important details of the advanced techniques. And of course, after you finish learning the techniques, okay, then the following year you will learn the tranquility technique of the advanced classes, which is what we call the bioenergy alignment technique. So after your live classes, you have a 2 months of group practice, and during this group practice, okay, uh, we also during this period of time you also have physical group practice, whereby you have your instructors and the senior volunteers who are there to help you to fine tune your movements. So these are the schedules for the upcoming energy and yang qi advance, which is on August 29th of August for energy advance, 28th of November for yang qi advance. So again, it's actually a 2 days class, Saturday and Sunday, and total Total hours is actually 12 hours. Okay, 12 hours per class. So again, okay, this advanced classes is conducted once every 2 years. So if you miss this opportunity, then you have to wait for 2 years before you can join the next advanced classes. Last time when we still have the physical classes, in uh, in those physical classes, Master Yin Kwan will just tell the students, just immediately register for the advanced classes. Do not need to think, just go and register for it. Why? Because practicing or learning the advanced classes is your goal in when you practice Bai Yin Qigong. Because for example, when you're hiking, when you go for hiking, your goal is to reach is to what? Is to reach the peak. So hence the peak in Bai Yin Qigong is the advanced class. Hence that's why you have to complete all the way to advanced class. Next, these are some of the benefits of advanced classes whereby after the end of your live classes, you have 30 days of live replay. In other words, after the live classes, you can actually go online and actually view the class again online for 30 days, whereby you can actually learn better in such a manner. Because sometimes during class you might miss something because there's too many things to learn during your live classes. So hence, or if certain parts you do not understand, then you can just review this video to help you learn to help learn better. So again, after the class, okay, you have the uh, group practice whereby there will be instructor who will actually guide you through your group practice, your online group practice, and of course during that time, the instructors will also give you some tips or to to improve your practice. And this time around, there's also a special live broadcast of Q&A session with the instructor. So if you have any questions, okay, you can actually ask during this Q&A session. And after class, okay, uh, master will actually ask the students to actually open, okay, to switch on your camera so that you can interact with your instructor, whereby your instructor will actually guide you through through your webcam, okay, through your webcam, because master or the instructor can see your movement and can see you. So hence, it's actually a two-way interaction between you and your instructor or you and master during this session. So this session will actually truly help to fine tune your movement. So okay, this is actually the early bird bonus. Okay, for those of you who register early, you will get to receive this early bird bonus. However, okay, what master is saying right now is only for Taiwan. Okay, again, it's only for Taiwan. So for those of you, if let's say you're from Europe, America, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, or China, okay, you can actually ask your instructor for further clarification or further details. Or I think you might also receive news regarding this no bonus in your group, okay, in your WhatsApp chat. So if you would like to know better of this bonus, just ask your instructor. So this time around, for students who actually register early, okay, you receive a bonus 52 online courses with unlimited play for 1 year. Okay, these 52 classes are actually recorded by various instructors based on certain topics, based on different topics which is provided by master. So these 52 online courses are valued at 5,000 new Taiwan dollar. Okay, new Taiwan dollar, not USD. So the second bonus is actually 240 minutes of additional intensive coaching from the four main senior instructors, which is Instructor Yihua, Jiu Mei, Ziling, and Jiarong. Okay, Jiarong. So especially for those of you who are actually attending as a revision student, this additional intensive class is actually very beneficial for you. Lastly, you also have a 2 hours course which is personally taught by Master Yan Kwan, which he will actually teach you the very important details of the practice, whereby during these 2 hours of class, Master Yan Kwan will immediately tell you this is the key point, this is the most important part of your practice. So this class will actually truly helps you to improve your daily practice. So these are the additional benefits that you can get when you join as early bird. So please, for those of you who are actually registering for the class, so please make sure to clear your schedules, okay, for the classes. So for the Taiwan students, there is actually a discount. There's actually a discount for students who register before the 31st of December. For those who register after the 31st of December, which is January 2026, you'll be subjected to the newly revised price structure. So for further detail, again, just consult with your instructor regarding this price structure. So because we have classes in different areas of the world, so hence for those of you who wants to know more about this bonus and also the price structure, just ask your instructor or take a look at your group chat, okay, of your group chat. So you have to grab this opportunity because in fact initially master do not plan any class, especially advanced class for next year, but because of students request that they want to complete the full course, that's why master actually slot in this advanced class for next year. So please do not miss this class because the moment you miss this class, we do not know when the next class is, because master might enter into a retreat and just stop the classes. So just grab this opportunity. So for students who actually learn Guiso before, especially those who have learned before the 2024, then uh, Master would recommend you to join as a revision student because in the year of 2024, the teaching has been changed and also the subject has also been changed. Okay, so hence you will learn something new and actually improved version of the advanced techniques. So for those of you, if let's say you learn advanced classes before 2024, then you can actually just join as a revision student to learn the new version. So especially for old students, sometimes after a period of time, sometimes your memory might be blur, or sometimes it might be certain techniques might not be correct. So hence that's why it's important for you to join the revision classes. And also when you join the revision classes, you will actually learn something new from master. Why? Because every time when master conduct new classes, there will be new information, and also some sometimes there will be a slight change in the techniques to actually help the student to practice better and get better effects. And certain techniques or certain movement, when you observe it not enough. You must have an in-depth explanation by master or the senior, no, senior instructors. So when you attend the revision classes, sometimes you just you remember, oh, I missed this, oh, I misunderstood this part, oh, I practiced wrongly for this certain part. So for students who are from Europe and America, because of the time difference, okay, because previously they are actually students from Europe and America who attend the class midnight. Why? Because the class is in the morning or evening in Taiwan or Malaysia or Singapore. So hence for European and American students, we will have an exclusive Q&A session only for the European and American students based on your time. Okay, based on your time. So you do not need to purposely wake up in the midnight to attend these special classes. So this is actually one of the exclusive benefits for students who are from European and from Europe and America. So for students who are from Europe and America, you will have a 1 year time for you to review those 52 online videos. Because this is a special benefit for European and American students. Because in America and Europe, you do not have group practice, physical group practice. So master will replace the physical group practice with this 52 online classes whereby you can just review this video according to your time. So again, there is this new class which is what we call the Elite Online class. So for those of you who will register for sound therapy and also the advanced classes, this is an additional benefit that you can get. And this Elite Online training is also given to students who register from America and Europe, whereby these classes will actually helps you to improve your qi sensation and also to regulate your qi flow within your meridian better. It's not just the fine tune of your movement, because this fine tune of movements are actually done through your group practice, especially the physical group practice, and also that is not the most important part, because during qigong practice the most important part is actually your sensation, your qi sensation. So hence this special class is actually conducted by master to teach you on how to improve your qi sensation and to feel the qi flow within your meridian. In other words, it will help you to enhance your qi sensation. So for those of you register after the early bird promotion, then this will be a paid class, which is actually which the fees are actually paid to the instructors. So for overseas students, for those of you who missed the early bird bonus, and if you let's say you register next year, then you will no longer have such benefits. And all of these classes need to be paid. Okay, if you register after the early bird promotion period. So please make sure for those of you who wants to enroll for this and register for these classes, please make sure to clear your schedule. Okay, clear your schedule. The dates are already posted. Just clear your schedule and make sure you are free during that period of time and just focus, okay, on the class. So again, before your advanced classes, please you have to make sure you practice your beginner and intermediate level by, because you must prepare yourself before you learn the advanced classes. You must have a solid foundation. So again, do not miss this promotion. Okay, for those of you who register for both sound therapy and also the advanced classes, you can actually receive this additional bonus. Okay, additional bonus. So please grab this. Remember to grab this opportunity. So thank you, Master Bai Yin. Okay, so next year, okay, in the future, next year in the future, before the advanced classes again, Master will also have another seminar for this advanced classes. So that'll be at the end for today's introductory of advanced class. Thank you everyone and have a nice day. So please make sure to grab this early bird promotion. Thank you everyone and have a good evening.